Hello everybody, how are you all? In today's update, we'd like to congratulate the Philippines. Congratulations, we were awarded as among the friendliest countries in the world with Boracay named the Asia's top island. Wow, well done the Philippines. The Department of Tourism reported over 1.6 million international arrivals since we reopened last February of this year. This is a huge improvement compared to last year, with the US being our top market. Second is South Korea, followed by Australia, then Canada, UK. Yes, we have one of the most beautiful islands in the world, at least 4 of them in the world. And yet, actually 1.6 million is a small number. We have always attracted least number of visitors among the ASEAN 6. For example, in 2019, guys, Thailand reported 40 million international arrivals, whereas Malaysia had 25 million. Meanwhile, the Philippines only had 8.3 million. Can you imagine the difference? It's huge. More than double, triple, quadruple. We're lagging behind. Let's talk about how Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia already lifted all their COVID-19 restrictions. Going to Thailand, no need to show negative test result nor proof of vaccination. In Malaysia, you may enter without testing or quarantine regardless of vaccination status. Same with Vietnam. Now, with the strong US dollar, inflation is real. Every Filipino feels the heavy weight of the increasing prices of commodities and goods. The US dollar, as of today, October 8, is at $1 is equal to 59.09 Philippine peso. Now, for overseas Filipino workers, dollar earners, exporters, your families will benefit because the strong dollar, your peso equivalent will be greater, but this would mean also increased amount of goods because we have more imports here. So whatever you gain from the strong dollar, pabawiin rin yan ng inflation. Tourism could be a big dollar earner for a country. But first thing we need to check is the competitiveness of our entry rules. Now in the Philippines, we still require testing for foreigners without boosters. For Filipinos who are unvaccinated, yes, they are still required to test, quarantine upon arrival, and then get tested again. And then talk about One Health Pass. One Health Pass is required for all arriving passengers. It's famous for its unfriendly interface. And we're already on the topic of One Health Pass. I would like to get the attention of BOQ. I'm speaking in behalf of all travelers. Please improve. First, in One Health Pass, you still haven't updated po. You know, on the first page, diba, there's a note there, important notice. It talks about the negative test result requirement, pre-departure testing. Now, that rule is not updated. Remember, you have your BOQ advisory last September 12, in which sabi nyo, if Filipino with or without booster, hindi na kailangan ng test. Well, that is still not written on One Health Pass. Yung lumang rule pa ang nakalagay. So, please po, update it there. Second, after you finish your registration, you get your QR code on the screen. And then there's your details, and then your instruction, and then at the bottom, there's a note. Last paragraph, may nakasulat. Your registration will be validated by the Bureau of Quarantine. A confirmation email will be sent to your registered email address. You don't send confirmation email anymore. People ask, people worry, oh, I registered, I have a QR code, but I didn't receive the confirmation email. One Health Pass said I should receive it. You're causing people unnecessary worry. Please po, remove that sentence there kasi you don't send confirmation email anymore. So, stop saying that you do kasi hindi. Okay. That's about One Health Pass. But, BOQ, the one message that travelers have, Filipino, foreigners, balikbayans, they really want One Health Pass to be removed. Although it's simple lang naman, some people still find it difficult. And it's not really user-friendly po. And parang wala naman siya masyadong use na ngayon. Like, I think we're at this point where people are responsible for their own health. What's the point of One Health Pass? Does it stop a person from bringing COVID into our country when they're fully vaccinated na? or they have a booster na. Now let's talk about unvaccinated foreigners. You guys remember last week, diba, we noticed how PAL changed their travel guidelines on their website, in which foreigners unvaccinated or former Filipinos unvaccinated are no longer required to show proof vaccination. That was what's written in their website. Well, we checked this week and they changed it na po. They reversed it. So you know what I'm talking about, guys. Let's go to the Philippine Airlines website. Alright. So let's say we're coming from Los Angeles. And then destination is Manila. And then your vaccination status is unvaccinated. And you are a former Filipino with balikbayan privilege. Search. See, it says here, you are not yet allowed to travel to this destination. Now, I know many former Filipinos who are unvaccinated have already entered the Philippines. But please, guys, do double check with your airline whether they will accept you to the flight or not. Kasi it seems like airlines and even government authorities in the Philippines are more relaxed, not strict to Filipinos. Former Filipinos with no Filipino lineage. Especially if you have an old Filipino passport or a Philippine birth certificate, hindi sila masyadong strict. Anyways, going back, let's say you are a foreigner with visa-free entry. Let's say you are for example, you're coming from San Francisco. Alright, destination Manila, unvaccinated foreigner. Let's see. Yep, it says here, you are not yet allowed to travel to this destination. So the rule on the entry of unvaccinated hasn't changed. You're still not allowed. Cebu is still your only option. To take a direct flight to Cebu, not Manila, not Clark, not Davao. Many have already chosen this unvaccinated, entered through Cebu path, but many have been accepted, some were denied, right? Like, some were successful. Or one of our subscribers said, I made it to Cebu unvaccinated, my 5th quarantine, already tested for results in morning or afternoon, then girlfriend arrived Saturday, super excited. Yay! Whereas Mark was supposed to take a Singapore Airlines flight from Paris to Cebu via Singapore, but was denied boarding. He had all the paperwork, negative test result, One Health Pass, 5-day quarantine, but he wasn't allowed to go. So, unvaccinated, proceed with caution. This is all I can share for today, guys. We're hoping we're getting the attention of BOQ to improve that One Health Pass or remove it better. It seems like hindi na sila nag-a-update. They haven't been updating us about international travel protocols ever since wala nang public announcements ever since the new president. Yet the last time was still under Duterte's time. So what's going on? DOT, DOH, updatein pag may time. Let's keep up with our neighbors. No, we need to have a fair play in the tourism industry. No? Kawawa naman yung mga tourism sectors natin. Don't settle for 1.6. Maybe we can have 2 million, di ba?